Hey everyone, Chris Lewis from Fox 47's Digital Newsroom. Really excited to have you back again today for another We're Open segment. And today we're talking with Michael Arrieta, who is the general manager of the Lansing branch of Two Men in a Truck. And they are still open. They are still working with customers. And Michael, thanks so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to have you on and to talk to you. It's been such a strange time for all businesses. Yeah, but to start off today, why don't you give me a little bit of a background for people that don't know Two Men in a Truck? I know their corporate offices are here in mid-Michigan, but tell us a little bit about Two Men in a Truck.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Two Men in a Truck is it's the first and largest franchise moving company in the United States. It actually started in 1985 when Mary Ellen Sheets, she's the original founder. Her and her two sons were just looking for a way for them to make some money before going to college. So they just took an old pickup truck and they put an ad in the paper and started moving people. And once they went off to college, Mary Ellen, the mother, kept getting phone calls, and she decided, well, I suppose I'll just hire a couple more people and make a small business out of this. And after the first year, she actually donated the profits to charity. And by way of talking to co-workers at the state of Michigan, the idea came to franchise it. And she thought, well, why not? And today we have 350 plus locations in the United States, Canada, the UK, and Ireland. So it's certainly grown quite a bit.
Now, like many businesses, I know that all businesses today have had to pivot. They've had to make changes with their regular operations to be able to exist in these challenging times. Talk to me a little bit about what Two Men in a Truck have had to do to be able to make that pivot and to be able to keep the doors open.
Sure. So we have actually been quite busy since the since the news of the pandemic reached Michigan, and we have actually had to make obviously a few changes to our operation. So first and foremost, we are following the mandates set by the governor and following recommendations by the CDC and making sure that we're keeping all of our employees and our customers safe. But the one particular thing that we are doing is helping Michigan State University get the students out of campus. It's a really interesting position because many of them are actually at home right now. So just today we were working with a couple of students, one in New Mexico, one that is currently in Philadelphia. So they are not here. Their belongings are here. They need to get out of campus. So we found a way to communicate with them via our tablets. So they're showing us literally what are the things that they want us to pack, what belongs to their roommates, and just really leveraging technology to, because really what we do, whether there's a pandemic or not, our goal is to take stress away from people's lives. So we thought, what can we do differently to make sure that we're taking care of our customers? And specifically for Michigan State University students is they have enough stress going on. They just want their belongings back home. So yeah, it's really thinking of how we can help our customers today and just reduce the stress as much as we can.
So what are some of the steps that you have had to take to be able to safeguard not only your employees, but also the people that you're working with?
I think it starts with communication, right? And understanding what it is that we're dealing with today, what works, what doesn't work, and separate the fact from fiction. And again, it's been really going to the source. What does the CDC says that we should do? What does the governor say that we should be doing to protect our employees and our consumers? So we were lucky enough to actually have ordered a ton of hand sanitizers for marketing purposes before this happened. So we are actually able to give hand sanitizers to all of our employees on a weekly basis as needed. we're also providing them with Ziploc bags with soap and paper towel, so that we tell them obviously the washing your hands tends to be more effective than hand sanitizer. So when you're able, just pick whichever one makes the most sense. We are sanitizing our customer-facing tablets on a daily basis, our trucks as well, with a bleach solution. Every customer that we talk to, we make sure and ask if they have any symptoms that we should maybe postpone their move if we have to. We do the same thing for our employees on a daily basis. We ask them, do you have any symptoms of COVID? Have you been around anybody with the symptoms? We have actually brought back our services just a tiny bit. So packing services, which is one of the things that we do, we're communicating with every customer and asking them, is this something that you could hopefully do yourself? We understand it's a service that we normally do, but in these circumstances, the more limit we have on touching your belongings, I think the safer we're all going to be. And obviously those people that physically cannot pack because maybe they're elderly or disabled or they're injured, we will certainly do it. So we're minimizing some of our services and making sure that the moving that we are doing is actually essential. And those customers that that don't need the service right now, we're asking them, if you can't postpone it, let's postpone it and just make sure that everybody stays safe.
So if you had one thing that you wanted to say to the community that is watching this today, what would you want to tell them?
I would tell them that, I think this is, at least in my lifetime, this is one of the biggest things that has required the community to come together and make this problem go away. So I would tell them, let's all do our part and follow the recommendations from the CDC, our governor, and making sure that we're all staying home, only engaging on those services that are essential. And hopefully, the next couple of months, all of our lives can go back to normal. I would say as well, I think it's important for us to take a moment, and whenever we have the opportunity, to make sure that we are thanking all of the essential workers out there, doctors and nurses and first responders and grocery store workers, everybody that's out there, literally risking their health so that we can have the things that we need on a daily basis.
People want to find out more about Two Men in a Truck. Where should they go?
So they can go to our website, www.twomenandatruck.com, or they can also call us at 517-485-4545.